Good evening, everyone, and very warm welcome to this amazing YouTube session. And today we are going to unsolve the mystery of chemistry with Nehal ma'am here. And with such kind of motive, I have brought a topic to you that is reaction between metals and non-metals. So, students, you might have heard both the words clearly, whether you are in class 6, 7, 8, 9th, or 10th, right? Metals and non-metals. Now, what happens when they both react? So, to understand the reaction between them, we need to understand their nature. Yes, nature. So, with this the motive that your chemistry doubts get solved, let's move ahead and let's start our amazing session with this. So, students, not only this topic, but there are lot other topics to explore with us. That is with the ODA class. So, you can join the ODA class. Yes, the app which provides you live sessions so that you can sit at home, being safe, enjoy the learning from the best teachers of India. So, how will you be getting this app? You can download this app from the Google Play Store, and from there you can click on the URL which is just given below this video. So you can join in the course which we have specially designed it for you, that is bridge course, and we start it on every Monday. So this 1 week bridge course brings the three entire new topic of maths and three entire new topic of science. Apart from that, the amazing thing is you will get the mentor support, the personal teacher support, and there will be homework, yes, test on the app itself. We provide you the study material so that you can take a reference from that and you learn better, you grow better. So, students, you can join this bridge course right now as well. Click on the link, URL link which is given below. Click on it, download the app, and join the bridge course and become the part of ODA family. Yes? All right. So, about myself, my name is Nehal Patel, and I have completed my yes, learning from the NIT Surat. I'm master chemistry teacher at ODA class, and on top of that, I have taught more than 4 years of teaching experience. And in this span, I have taught and mentored more than 20,000 students, just like you. So, let's start our topic with the periodic table. मैम हमारा टॉपिक तो रिएक्शन बिटवीन मेटल्स एंड नॉन मेटल्स था. आप अचानक से हमारे सामने पीरियोडिक टेबल क्यों लेके आ गए? सो स्टूडेंट्स, बिफोर वी अंडरस्टैंड the reaction between metals and non-metals, you should know their nature. To understand their nature, we will take the help of periodic table, because periodic table is the list, is the chart, is the table that has all the possible elements which are present on our earth. So students, when I talk about metal, where do you find them on the periodic table? You will find mostly periodic table where? On your right hand side, while when I talk about the left hand side, you will find the non-metals. So you will find metals here and non-metals here. Yes, right side metals, left side non-metals. Amazing, students. Now, if you have understood this, let us understand the definition. What are they? What is the difference between them? So that their nature will be easily able to understandable. Let's talk about metals. What sort of property does metal has? So elements, yes, the elements which shows tendency to lose electrons. So metals are those substances which generally loses their electrons and form cations. Yes, I know it is difficult to understand, but don't worry, I'm going to solve it for you. While non-metals are the elements, the pure compound, which shows the tendency to gain electrons. So what is the difference between metals and non-metals? Metals are the one who loses the electrons, while non-metals are the one who generally gain electrons. For example, you might have heard about metal potassium, sodium, magnesium, calcium. So the tendency of this metal is to lose electrons. While non-metals, what do? They gain electrons. Yes, so this is the difference. Now you might be wondering about some word that says valence shell, 1, 2 or 3, valence shell, 5, 6 or 7. So what is this? Chalo, let's try to move ahead. To understand this, we will have a little look towards the atomic structure. Why? Because the electrons are the one who takes part in the chemical reaction. Yes, so when two chemicals react, let's say when two chemical reacts, who takes part in this chemical reaction? The electrons. Now, not only any electron in an atom, but the electrons which are present in the outermost orbit. So let's have a little look towards the atomic structure, student. When I say atomic structure, yes, we have nucleus in between. Where do we have nucleus? In between, while electrons revolve around this nucleus. Yes, in a circulatory orbit. Wonderful. So students, this is about atomic structure. Now do remember that your first shell, the first orbit, the electrons where they revolve. Yes, the first orbit, or you can say the nearest orbit. The nearest orbit has the capacity to accommodate maximum 2 electrons. Yes, while when I talk about the L shell, which is your second shell, and that has capacity to occupy maximum 8 electrons. Correct? Similar way we have M shell and N shell as well. We are not going to go in depth. We are not going to go in a depth, students. This is just a highlight so that you understand. So that you understand that metals, they lose the electrons, right? When I say they lose electron or gain electron, which electron participates? The electrons that are present in an outermost orbit. Which electrons? The electrons which are present in an outermost orbit, right? Here you can see this is the last orbit, and the electron residing in this last orbit is valence electron, while the outermost shell or the orbit will be known as valence shell. Correct? So valence shell will take part in the chemical reaction. Great. Chalo. So students, let's understand some terms before moving ahead. We have valence shell that says outermost or last shell of an atom. When I say valence electron, it is understood already, the electron residing in an outermost orbit. When I talk about valency, this is the most amazing part we need to focus on. Valency, students, it is the number, or you can say it is the capacity or ability of an atom to lose or gain or share. Now, why are we discussing this? Why does atom of any element or any compound loses, gains or share electron? They do this, yes, to combine. So yes, when two chemicals combine, they trade their electrons. When two element combines, they trade their electron. When I say trading electron, giving, losing and sharing. So students, if you have noticed, I would like to take you back on our first slide. Yes, let me take you to the first slide directly. What did we discuss here? The metals are the one who has the tendency to lose electrons. Correct? So when metal will react all the time, what trading do they will do? They will lose electrons while combining, while metals are the one who will gain the electrons while combining. So my dear kids, let's move to our main part. The main part that says a reaction between metal and non-metal. So students, when metals and non-metal react, yes, they are bonded or they are chemically combined by bond. करेक्ट. जस्ट लाइक यू गाइस, आपके दोस्त हैं, ठीक है, आपका कोई और फ्रेंड है, आप दोनों के बीच में बॉन्ड है, दो यू गाइस आर फ्रेंड्स, so there is a bond between metals and non-metal forms. Yes, and the name of that chemical bond is ionic bond. The name of the chemical bond is ionic bond. Now, when I say ionic, it is the bond usually formed when or usually formed by losing or gaining electrons. You want to see it visually? Let's see it visually. Sodium is a metal, chlorine is a non-metal. Now, when they both react, when the atoms of both these elements react, their atoms are going to trade the electrons. So while I talk about trading, metals are the one who loses electron. So students, the outermost electron of this sodium atom, yes, it will lose while chlorine will gain one electron. So students, once again, the bond formed by trading the electrons, that is losing or gaining. Yes, let's try one more example, that is magnesium and chlorine. So when magnesium and chlorine react, magnesium will lose the electron while chlorine will gain the electron. All right. So ma'am, which metal will lose how many electrons, or which metal or which non-metal gains how many electrons? So that's what I wanted to take you before. When I say I want to take you back, that is about valency. Correct? The three terms that we have discussed, the valency. The valency shows the number of electron that an atom trades, that is by losing, gaining, or sharing. So students, how to know which metal shares? I mean, which metal loses how many electrons? So here is the short trick that you can use, but it has some, yes, it has some drawbacks as well, that it works only for few. So we have case 1. To know how many electrons does metal or non-metal are going to lose or they are going to gain, that can be solved by case 1. कैसे करोगे ये? So first you should know how many valence electrons are there. आपको पता होना चाहिए कि valence electrons कितने हैं. So if any atom has valence electrons, that is either 4, either 5, either 6, either 7, or either 8, those atoms' valency will be 8, yes, minus whatever valence shell electron has. Now similar for case 2. If valence shell is 1, 2 or 3, the valency will be the number of electrons present in the last shell. थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट लग रहा है, चलो वापस इधर देखते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल सोडियम स्टूडेंट्स, व्हेन आई से sodium atom has one electron in its outermost orbit. Yes. So students, in case of having 1, 2 or 3 electrons, what will be the valency? The number of valence electron will be equal to its valency, right? The number of valence electron is equal to its valency. Did you understand this, students? Come on. Now let's move to chlorine. How many outermost electrons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes, 6 and 7. 7 electrons in outermost shell. What will be the valency of chlorine, or how many electron does chlorine is going to trade? So there is a formula. If the valence electrons are either 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8, you have to subtract it from 8 itself. So 8 minus 7, how many electrons? 1 electron. So what is the valency of chlorine? 1. What is the valency of sodium? 1. Sodium, which is metal, it has tendency to lose electron, while chlorine, which has tendency to gain electrons. Did you understand this? Great. So what did you understand from this? That you should know the valency, because valency is the key to answer this all the questions. So here I have given you the two cases. Note it down and try to solve this question at your home and try to answer below in the chat box. What is the valency of sodium? Try to find out the valency of sodium. Try to find out the valency of oxygen using the two cases. Similarly, try to find out the chlorine. किसका किसका valency ढूंढना है? सोडियम का ढूंढ के लाना है, क्लोरीन का ढूंढ के लाना है, and ऑक्सीजन का भी ढूंढ के लाना है. So students, are we clear about today's topic? I hope it is so. So let's solve more such kind of mysteries with Nehal ma'am by joining the ODA class right away. So app that is going to give you the best teacher, and the platform itself is rated best among the 4.5 million students and parents. So you can also come and learn with us with the bridge course. A 1 week course, students, where you will have the 3 math sessions, 3 science sessions. Apart from that, you'll have a personal teacher who can solve your doubt, test, homework, and books on app itself. So quickly do it right now. Click on the URL link which is given below and join the ODA family. Now, ODA class is a platform that also gives you the chance to win the rewards, to grab the reward and to redeem it into coins. So here, yes, if you perform good with us on the platform, you will be given the coins as a reward. And the amazing part is you can use this coin to redeem the gift from ODA Mall. And this kind of reward you are not gonna get anywhere. All right, student. So stay tuned. We are gonna meet tomorrow as well. Till that, bye bye. Take care, stay awesome, and stay healthy.